What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Jusballout podcast. I'm Jake Nix.
It's your boy J Red.
It's your guy B here.
And we back for another episode.
Yes, sir.
You know, March Madness been going on. NBA getting down to the nitty gritty.
We talking before we even started up. Before you even hit record, we was ready to go.
I've been ready. I was born ready.
I see
y'all talking crazy early.
Hey man, we just waiting for your wild takes, man.
You know are coming.
Insight, them facts, and knowledge.
Them Stephen A. takes, man. We want them. We want them wild takes, man.
Art Bayless out of left field.
Art Bayless. That shit flow.
Chill.
That's it, flow.
That's it.
Hey, but yeah, man. First thing first, you know, we're gonna get down to the business. We have to gotta give a shout out to King James.
Yes, sir.
Came number 2 on the all-time scoring list. I mean, what can we say about him? You know, I'm gonna say this because I don't want my cousin to go into his wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just try to give him his flowers in the best way I can possible. So this is how I'm gonna put it. For him to be able to play 19 seasons, it's 19, right?
19.
Make sure I'm correct, okay?
Yeah.
19 seasons and basically been in the spotlight since he was 15. I mean, it's not that much you can really, you know, knock on him as far as like his career, because I mean, I think he put the league on his back, and carried us, you know, to a new generation where these young dudes is making good money.
Yeah,
good life-changing money, you know, families on families type of changing money. And I think we got to give him his flowers while he's still here and appreciate him, and you know, give a congrats to the king, man.
Yes, sir. Go, James.
Give it to him.
We about a season and a half out of Kareem. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there next.
Take about 1,400, dog. I think something like that.
He about 1,700 out. I think 1,900 out. Yeah.
1,900? Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. All so right. We gonna, you know.
Art, you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say?
You know, Art throw shade at Brian.
Nah. I was letting you finish up, man. You know, big ups to Brian, man. Congrats. And like you said, bro, what you laughing for? I ain't even said nothing yet.
Because your face told it.
You feel me?
No.
It was so much hate going on.
You feel me?
I feel like, hold on.
I love Brian.
Do you do any type of like ghost tweeting for Skip?
No, come on, man.
Yeah, they got him on contract.
I love Brian. I do.
All right, for sure. I
love Brian.
I just wanted to check, man.
Shout out to the GOAT, man. Doing your thing, willing your boys to the play-in.
Like you said, man, for him to be playing at this high of a level for so long.
Did you know?
What'd he say?
Willing them boys to the play-in.
Well, that's what we doing right now.
Hey, bro, that didn't sound good. Like,
I'm just saying, bro, without Brian doing what he doing, play-in wouldn't even be in question right now.
No, facts. I was looking at that starting 5 last night.
Shout out to Austin Reeves, man. I really like him. Man,
listen,
bro, I thought they in the play.
Austin Reeves has no business being in nobody's starting 5.
No, he don't. But that's my guy. You hear
he
Art
compete.
Over here throwing
he
shade.
Compete. I ain't throwing shade.
He's a bro. The kid can play. You know, he earned his way on that roster, so we got to give it to him. But I'm just saying, he ain't supposed to be on no starting 5 or no Lakers. Sorry.
He not, but I just like that
it's a reason he is.
He just be out there competing. His energy, I just like him, man.
What's that reason, Art? What's that reason, Art?
When you trade your whole team for 2 players, you gotta just put whatever you can out there.
They gave the whole team up.
Avery Bradley, hey, you gotta start and give us 30 minutes tonight, man. We need you. We got Wayne Gabriel out there playing 30 minutes.
He's actually playing pretty good, though. Dog.
He's playing pretty good.
Gabriel coming energy.
He's playing well, but him and Stanley Johnson were not in the NBA when the season started.
But we all know how biased the NBA is.
True. True, but like you said, the what you saying about Reeves ain't supposed to be starting for him. Stanley ain't supposed to be starting for him either. I mean, even though they NBA players, they're like Reeves.
It's called a team. It's called a team. You know what I'm saying?
So how does Brown fought though?
Because like we said, he traded the whole team for 2 players. I know what you about to say with the DeRozan thing.
You feel me? So what? If you know that he wanted DeRozan, then how can you say this is his fault?
Allegedly.
Russ is his man's man. You know, they was drinking wine together. You know, Westbrook expressed that he wanted to come back home. So they made it happen.
Hey.
It happened, man.
Congrats on number 2 and congrats on the inevitable eventual number 1 when he does.
Who was that game? Oh, Toronto.
Yep.
Boy, when he made that 3, I was like,
"Oh my god,
boy, you boy, if you boy, and it was a bad shot,
bro."
He looked at Brian too as soon as he got the steal too. He's like, "Should I give it to him? Like, I gotta shoot it."
Bro, I mean,
I respect it.
He just air dogged the shot right before that.
Horrible.
I'm like, there's no way he went the backboard shot that he been missing all this season.
He's been playing well.
Game time.
He's been playing well since that shot too.
I can see
a breakthrough.
I can see when you do that maybe once out the season.
Yeah, no, that backboard, he got to stop shooting them joints.
Bro, he did that like 7 times this year.
17 times.
I was about to say 7, bro. He do it like once a half, bro.
How do you do that, dog?
Just miss it long.
Oh my god.
Just shoot it without aiming at the glass sometimes. Like if that's not going, sometimes you just gotta shoot the regular jack.
You gotta get his confidence back, man. It's coming though. It's coming slowly, man. But like I said, man, the Lakers is still gonna be scary, so we gotta watch out. But before we get into this crazy Laker talk, because I know Cuz is gonna have 100 statements after that to say why they are going to make it far in the playoffs. But we don't want to get into that. What we got to get into is we had a discussion before we started the pod that to certain standards of how we watched the NBA over the years or watched LeBron over the years, he wasn't like his expertise wasn't scoring. He could do it, but he's the type of guy that makes the right play. He's not the Kobe's, he's not the Jordans. I'm not saying that he's not as great as those guys. It's just saying that his game is tailored different. You know what I mean? But saying that, he's number 2 on the scoring list. But I think what we have to talk about is that he also has been one of the most healthiest players throughout his whole career. So what we decided to do is we wanted to make our own Mount Rushmore of top scorers in the NBA.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who want to raise their hand to go first. Cuz look like he eager to do it. No, actually, Art.
I want to hear Art. I want to hear Art.
We gonna go straight to Art on this one.
I want to hear Art.
So my leave off, the skip breath. My leave off is T-Mac. But I'm gonna shoot my 4: MJ, Cole, KD, and Allen Iverson. And my reason in totality for all of them, because some got the numbers, some might not have numbers over some guys. But my thing is this: scoring to me is if you cut off my jumper, can I go, to the left? Or if they loading up the box and I can't get to the cup, can I score this way? Or, if they're putting a smaller guy on me, can I post up and score? So obviously they have different scoring skill sets like Kevin Durant and Allen Iverson, for instance, but pound for pound, I don't think Iverson, even if you don't have him on there, I don't think should be questioned for not having him on there. He might not have obviously won everything this year, but scoring-wise, he could do it all. Get to the cup, finish, score, shoot. He could pass too, so I think that should be somewhat a part of your scoring ability, because if the defense don't know if you might drop it off or not, that's helps your scoring tenfold. So MJ and Kobe, you're kind of self-explanatory, and then Durant, in my opinion, I don't know if dominant is the word you want to use, but I think skill set wise, putting the ball in the basket, he does everything better than anybody else. Although I know he's 7 feet too. So KD, I vote Bron and MJ is my 4.
Right.
Solid.
Go ahead, cuz, man. Go ahead. You got
disappoint the fans.
No, you just disappointed leaving off the GOAT James. So I'm gonna start off Brian, of course, because he belonged on there. So I just want to get that out. You know what I'm saying? MJ, Cole, and Kareem. So I gotta leave off somebody. Somebody had to get
a lot of bodies.
I mean, I feel like it's crazy to leave Kareem off this list too.
It's very crazy. It's very crazy. And
I mean, 2 decades. He played.
We both just left Wilt off the list too.
No, I mean, it's only 4 spots. Somebody go get left. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go get left. Because I thought about Wilt too, but like how can you not put the guy with the 100-point game in here? But I don't know. Kareem, still to this day, his point jump ain't been reached yet. 20 seasons.
Yeah.
You feel me? I mean,
Ghost stuff.
And as healthy as LeBron is, he still got some ways to go.
You feel me? Brian been averaging 27 for 19 seasons and still 1,900 points away from this guy. So like, even in his later years, you could tell he was still scoring that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to put Kareem on there. I think MJ and Kobe, I don't really have to do too much explaining there. And I really shouldn't have to do too much explaining for Brian either. But, I think a lot of people, it's no flash to it, or it's not as much flash to it as some other players. So, they don't give them the props. But for a guy to be, such a pass first, get somebody else involved, to still be scoring it at a high level like this, to be in year 19 leading the L in scoring after just leading the L in assists in year 17.
Technically not leading the lead in scoring right now at this moment.
Who played tonight?
I'm just
Somebody
saying.
just played tonight or something.
He still got him by a 10th.
Even after last night, at the 38.
He still got him by a 10th.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Embiid had like 6 straight games of scoring 30 right now.
No, I know. He set 2 nights ago and then Brown played. So I don't know.
Embiid did not play last night. You absolutely correct. Let's just that's why we got the World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying? The World Wide Web tell you everything.
Right. But if he ain't leading, he right there. So I mean,
no, for sure, facts. I was.
No, I want to fact check that for real. But just going on my little rant, like he
and to the side and Mr. Reddit is correct. It is LeBron James averaging a clean 30 points a game.
Oh yeah. You feel me?
Yes, sir. He is correct.
So yeah, man, he get it done. Everywhere on the court. It was looking like old man YMCA ball last night. How he just hitting faders and leaners, and he's still bouncy when he want to.
It's really scary because it's really we down to like 11 to 10 games left, and he looking like he's rounding into shape right now, which is really kind of scary, which I'm kind of a little scared a little bit, even though I'm really confident in my Phoenix team. I don't know how CP3 gonna come back when he, come back from his injury or whatever, but I'm concerned a little bit. But, it is what it is. For my Mount Rushmore, I'm going to go Kareem. You got to go Kareem, I feel like. Decades of scoring. I mean, the list says it everything. And then can nobody stop the skyhook? I mean, I think that's the most dominant moves of all time. I mean, got to go there. MJ, got to give it to MJ. Anytime you needed a clutch bucket, he gave it to you. And then just the arch point, if you cut off the left, you cut off the right. Kobe had more moves than anybody ever in the game of basketball. And then my last person is who did I have? I had Kareem, Kobe, Jordan, and I had KD. And KD is my last. And then my honorable mention would be the Iceman.
I like her.
Yeah, I got to go with the Iceman. Either Iceman or T-Mac, but I'm gonna go with the Iceman because, man, I was looking at the year that he won the 78 scoring title. Dog, he had to have 58 points, bro. He had 53 by halftime. Bro, he had 53. Can I repeat that? He had 53 by halftime.
I'd have went for 100 that game.
He set out. He ain't about to play the playoffs. It's like the last game of the season, bro.
They ain't got Will's 100 on record. I'd have put my 100 on record and say mine on tape.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact.
Mine on tape. His ain't. So I'd have went for it.
I like that, Art. I would have did that too. And go ahead and get mine on tape, Coach. Come on.
Yeah. Chill.
They was on tape delay too, so it would have been, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah, but nah, yeah, I'm gonna go with Iceman, Detroit song, baby.
I love it. I love it. All solid list. Nobody came too crazy out of the left.
I thought Art was gonna come with something crazy.
Yeah.
This. All right. Hear my beef out with Brian.
All right, go ahead.
I put Brian in. He's a Shaq / Giannis type of scorer. Now, obviously, I know he can shoot the ball and Shaq can, stuff like that.
Disrespectful, bro.
You hear him?
But he more of a dominant player than I'm thinking score more of ability. And I know we go back and forth on this all the time, but Brian is not somebody where I don't know. It's hard to explain, but and I know you don't need a move to be a great player. Like this ain't the WWF. You don't need a signature move. Right. But like I said, in terms of different ways you can score the basketball, LeBron may have less limited options, but you just can't stop the few options that he does have.
Let me ask you a question though.
What's up?
I think this is the best way to narrow this down. Is if we just took it by attributes, right? Okay, so I get what you're saying because you making total sense, but I think to break it down into science, you know what I'm saying, as far as basketball terms, it's like, all right, what did Kobe do that LeBron couldn't do?
Well, I mean, if you try and do it like an actual ability thing, you can't say that Brian can't do anything Kobe could do because obviously Brian is.
We talking about what
as good as is what you mean?
No, I'm just saying like as far as like, all right, this is my gripe or what I would say about Kobe. I think now early Kobe, he probably can't have an answer for this though, but I don't think Kobe really had handles to me. In my personal opinion, I think Brian had a better handle. Now, did Kobe have a better post game? Of course, because Brian never really went to it, which we all griped about it over his years of playing basketball. But nobody could never stop him from getting to the basket. So it was like, I mean,
he didn't need that, and he didn't play in the triangle, so you know he wasn't like ever set up to do any of that stuff.
Facts. I think if we like honestly, you know, I really want to say. I really feel like T-Mac was better than both of them in scoring, to me, honestly.
I think T-Mac was better than Bron, and I think you can definitely make the argument for Kobe, too. T-Mac just wasn't put on a pedestal like Kobe's because he never played for anything of significance.
Kobe was just relentless, bro.
How are y'all so disrespectful to Bron?
I'm not, bro. This is not taking that. Cause take your
T-Mac,
take your feelings out of it.
I'm taking my feelings out of it. I'm really just messing around. But how, like, what I don't understand about your beef with Brian is, you know, you only respecting us like the style, the flair, because like
it's not a style or a flair.
Well, I mean, like that is ability for him to not be able to have his core group of moves be able to be stopped. That is a ability. You feel me? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
So, like, yeah, Kobe got more in his bag with the, all of that. But what I do it very well. And for 20 years, y'all ain't been able to stop this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which I ain't had to expand to nothing else in my bag.
Facts.
Right. But that also, to me, falls in the Karl Malone where I just got to catch this pick and roll. Obviously, I'm not saying Brian can only catch pick and rolls from Stockton.
I get you.
But Malone's limited skill set, or limited, but I say that very marginally, but he ate for 20 years off pick and rolls. And obviously once he got in the block, he was a bully and would just wear your ass out on the block. But that's all Malone did, really. He wasn't out there doing no Embiid stuff, and now he third all time in scoring.
He definitely got Uber Eats every night.
What I'm saying is, all right, Malone ain't shoot threes though. So you know what I'm saying? We can't, like, it's all on style of play. Like Kareem didn't shoot threes. Dirk averaged 20 for 21 seasons and still got 7,000 less points than Kareem. You feel me? So
that's crazy.
It just looked like how it looked for a certain player. Like Kareem shit was probably boring, hook shots all day, but he got 38, 39, almost, 38,500 points.
So do you think, like, if someone like Giannis, or maybe not Giannis because he couldn't, maybe Giannis, because this is all hypothetical anyways, because say like him and Shaq.
Playing since he was 18, so I mean,
if Shaq had a healthier and long career, which probably wouldn't have happened because being that large and playing at LeBron's level for that long is not possible, but would you be saying Shaq is also one of the best scorers if he would have kept what we clearly saw what was working, if he was able to sustain that for a longer stretch in his career?
I think I would. Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
So that means like scoring to you is just like more of a body of work thing.
No, because hold on. Because I think you taking away something from Shaq. It wasn't just him just dunking on people.
True. Yeah. I mean, in Orlando, he moves.
It's better than just Orlando having moves. Like, bro, honestly, he had a better touch when he got with the Lakers. I mean, if more than
Baby
anything,
Hook
like,
was unstoppable.
You couldn't stop that.
One dribble,
him to be that
Hook.
big and had them light feet and had that nice touch. Like, bro, that's scoring, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's scoring.
When you look at like not even the recent bigs, obviously the game has changed, but during his time, like you probably would say Hakeem was more skilled than him.
Facts.
Yeah.
Maybe David Robinson. Just scoring.
Maybe I shouldn't comment on that because I really didn't see enough of David Robinson. But David Robinson almost and please do not shoot me if I'm wrong, but I compare him to like somebody like a
Pat Ewing or Alonzo,
like a Karl Anthony Towns. That's like he kind of like a lot of his shots wasn't like they wasn't coming out the post. It was like more like, you know what I'm saying?
He had a J for sure. He had
a J.
Range, yeah.
He had a nice little mid-range. And he was way more athletic than a lot of the centers. You know what I'm saying?
He was a monster.
I wouldn't say like he had moves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like Cat.
Nah, he had some game though.
He had some game. He was athletic as hell, bro. Like
Art, I really think like for everybody who get left off, it's gonna be an argument for that person. So it's like, we could probably do this all day. But I just feel like you can't leave Brian off of this, man. 19 years, averaging 27. Like, how he not one of the best scorers? You know what I'm saying? The people you name can't even average as much as he can.
And look, my only gripe.
Not for 19 years though.
Yeah, okay.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not like Art, cuz I got a reason on why I'm taking him off, and it don't got nothing to do with
I have reasons.
It don't have nothing to do with his scoring ability. Well, no, it does to a certain extent. Mine's just on like, all right, the reason why I put, Jordan in there is because it's Jordan, and he also took 2 years off of basketball, and then KD had injuries He'd be easily on that direction. Like, come on now. Like,
No,
he still got one of the highest averages. And then who else did I have? And then you got to put Kobe on there just off the strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to. Now, and the reason why you gotta put him on there is just because, I mean, his first year and a half, he didn't really even get to play like that.
Do y'all like that term 3-level score, or do y'all think like that's just cliche talk by the media?
I don't think it's
like
cliche. I mean, and I don't think it's just no media. I think what's the name created that. You got to get Shad that. Shad created that.
Did he?
Didn't Shad create that?
I feel like I heard that term before.
When I first heard it, it was something I understood right away. So I'm sure it's something people, maybe just something they never gave it a name to. But do you think that's something that's valid in terms of like saying, oh, this guy can score better than this guy. He can score at all 3 levels, as they say.
But that puts guys like Kareem at a disadvantage, Carmelo, guys like that we're talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do think there's validity to being able to score at 3 levels if that is your position. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That's a good point. I think that's a good point. That's the best way to put it, because like now, if you describing somebody like D Wade, that's not a 3-level scorer to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He can't score on the perimeter like that.
Can't really score on the perimeter. But
I think y'all sleep a little bit. I mean,
he was mid-range to the cup.
He no Steph Curry shooter on 3, but he can.
He can hit a 3.
Do perimeter only mean 3 to y'all?
A threat. Like, he's gonna beat us shooting 3s tonight. If D Wade beats you shooting 3s, you like, hey, we gonna lose anyway.
I mean, shout out to my Turner colleague. I'm not trying to diss him. I'm just saying.
We know.
He wasn't my favorite.
Wait, he wasn't my favorite. Up there.
I never was into guys that was just super athletic, and that was just like that's what got you. Like, even though D Wade, even though he, after his years of even losing his athleticism, he was still putting his butt. But I think that sometimes I go with confidence too. Like D Wade was
skilled though, bro. He had to adjust that game. That's a lot of skill right there too.
He was a skill. He was very skilled.
I know you want to say that.
Just to break it down, I'll make it simple. It just looked nasty to me.
Let me ask you this. Let's keep it in that same class. Obviously, I know Jordan won't agree, but I ask you, Jay Nick. Who is a better scorer, LeBron James or Carmelo Anthony?
This ain't that hard, guys.
I mean, look. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I gotta go with Brian, but there's the reason. It's like it's Melo fault. Why?
It's Melo. I know what Jordan gonna say, because he said he never led the league in scoring.
I'm gonna say it like this:
not once.
Melo's first 5 seasons in the league, he was a better scorer than Brian. Easily. Like Slim Melo with the straight backs. No.
Let me go see when Brian won his score.
When he was going to the basket? No.
And it's like, okay, and then when do you start factoring Harden into the equation? Because he was one of the guys who was able to average 35 plus a game.
I'm gonna say this: he manipulated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I can't give it to him, bro. Just because.
But as much as we rag on Harden, that is his number one best attribute.
Oh yeah,
it's scoring now. He a professional scorer. We don't. It's a sour taste in our mouth about Harden. That's like,
do we call him a scorer?
Yeah, bro. He has 60 like 7 times in a season.
Throws with it though.
You said
that's
what?
part of scoring though, cuz.
I want to ask you, hold on. This is something I really want to know, because I've been a Harden fan.
Hey, real quick, my bad, cuz I ain't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Brian won his scoring title in his 5th season, so I'm gonna have to disagree on that Melo comment.
Bro, he was carrying He was carrying Big Z.
And you know he don't want to hear. He don't ever want to hear this.
He had nobody on his
What?
team, bro.
Melo was leading the league in scoring the year he punched Jeffries in the face and got kicked out and got banned for the year, man. He was leading the league in scoring.
I ain't like New York Melo though.
How deep?
No. He was still on Denver. Remember the fight that happened when he smacked dude and Nate Robinson
he fought the team.
He was leading it. Yeah, he
was
leading the
09?
league.
Was that 09?
He was. I forget the year, but he was leading the league in scoring and got suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and that was gonna be his scoring title, man. And then it just went south after that. They sent
my question to y'all is. How can y'all call Carmelo Anthony a better scorer than LeBron James if Carmelo has literally never, not once, led the league in scoring? How is he? And this is no discredit to Melo. I'm a huge. That's true. He doesn't have a scoring title.
He don't got not one scoring.
He don't have not one scoring title.
Oh, yes, he do. Yes, he do.
What year?
2012.
Okay. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He got one.
Okay. There you go. There you go, Art.
He got what?
It was the 12-13, but up until then, I remember having this conversation and we like, I don't know.
You remember that video with LeBron where he was I'm about to find it and send it to y'all, where he was saying he was talking about the scoring title, and LeBron went in the typical LeBron cocky mode. He was like,
"Oh my god,
typical LeBron cocky mode." What does this mean?
If I really wanted to win the score title, if I really wanted to do it, I'll win it every year.
He could for sure. Art. He could. He a year 19 right now, bro. Like Art, what?
He could for sure.
I think that
the thing is with, not to mean to cut you off, cause is that I think like what separates with him and KD, like KD is a perfectionist of basketball. Like I don't think he don't hunt shots. And I'm not saying Brian hunts shots too, but Brian will play a whole quarter where he like, I just want to get my team involved, and then they might be down 12, and then he gotta hustle. You know what I'm saying? He gotta hustle back and score 20 in a quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I will say he scored. He probably scored better than anybody in the history of game in bunches.
He will fill it up in bunches, though.
So you gotta give him that. Like scoring in bunches, we talking about 3 level in bunches. He gonna give you all of that. Fast too, though. Art ain't got nothing to say on that.
I'm hearing you out, bro. I ain't disagreeing with you. Brian can definitely fill the box score up, man.
This is what I think this, bro. There's truth in that LeBron statement because right now at year 19, he's doing it. So I think that kind of goes to show that any other year in his career, if he actually really wanted to do it, like he's saying, if I really wanted to do it, he could for sure go out there and lead the league in scoring.
No, he for sure could. I mean, it's evident, man. He's done it. Well, he only got one though.
Steph got 2 of them.
Yeah, Brian only
got 2. I know Brian only got 1, but he did have that one, and that was my argument for a minute. Like, Steph
when he had to. No, that wasn't that. That wasn't that year.
Steph got 2 of them, I think.
That was the year Boston won, though.
Back to back, I thought.
What in the MVP years?
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? Scoring title? Steph got. Yeah. He led the lead in scoring in them years.
At least once, I know for sure he did.
I know he won one just recently, though.
Yeah, I think he got 2.
No, Bill got him last year, I thought. Didn't he?
I thought Steph got that.
Oh, Steph got him, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph got him that year.
Yeah, 32, I believe.
Yeah, he a 2-time scoring champion.
Mm-hmm.
Harden won it 3 straight years.
You feel me? Like he was filling that thing up in Houston, man.
Russ won it twice.
I don't know. It just
Durant got that joint 4 times.
You take me back them Houston years when he was actually doing it. I'd be like, yeah, number one best scorer of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was feeling. But like as I watch the game, because I'm starting to see like all right, let's say for instance, for until this season, the last, let's say 7 to 8 seasons, right? Refereeing was a little questionable, right?
Man, I ain't with
I'm just saying, like, I mean, like, do you think the refereeing was a little questionable? I think it was as far as on the.
Yeah, I think the ref is still questionable. Like the ref
It's bad though this year. I think it's getting to a point where, because I'm not seeing a lot of them little, which I hate, which they got to call. It is what it is. I hate them little rip through.
the swing through.
Swing through. I hate that. Then they had then last year when Trey Young and all of them was getting away with the the follow, when he stopped.
Yeah, stop in front of you.
Chris Paul came up with that.
Not with the foul. That was more like, I mean,
Chris Paul cold at that. Like
not like, maybe Chris Paul would.
Getting in front of you, stopping it. Well, that's a CP.
Not the shot though. Not in the shot though. But like getting in front of you and stopping, yeah. But like
Trey took it to the next level.
Him and Dame was doing that, like the Dame, like doing off the shot, like because Dame would come tight off the screen.
Yeah, pull up, pop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I didn't like that. You know what I mean?
That's cold to me.
It is because it's hard because I'm like, you gotta have some crazy balance to even make it.
And it's hard to guard. Like they coming around that screen, they fighting through a momentum, bumping right into you.
You give up 3? Did you give up 3? Oh, come on, I'll be pissed.
Bumping into you every time. All right,
Scorers are smart, bro. Like, why they trying to give you 30? They thinking of ways to make your defense back up a little bit more.
Hey, but let me ask you, why don't nobody hold Kareem for his longevity? Why is a negative thing? I'm starting to hear this with Brian. You feel me? Why is this a negative thing to be good for a very long time? You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure Kareem got a bunch of gripe, bro. And it wasn't like he was the most approachable guy in basketball.
True.
Like,
Brian not getting no gripe, man. He saw one tweet.
What was
this? The tweet was basically that he should have more championships if he's playing at such a high level for so long. That should equated to more championships. But nobody.
Wait, what tweet was that?
Somebody tweeted that, and it had a lot of traction.
Did he respond?
No, nothing like that. That's just what I thought Jordan was referring to.
Oh no, I'm
to a certain extent, I think we gotta, I used to mess with Cuz a lot about this, but like, I think sometimes we not fair with this conversation as far as like, all right, MJ won 6 straight, blah, 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 blah. But like, out of those 6 straight championships, you can't name me 6 dudes on each of those teams that could in the vicinity even guard him. Like the 2 guard was so like far behind, but like in the development of the game, it was so far behind. Like Jordan was like on a whole nother atmosphere as far as like what he was doing on the court, like his athleticism, his skill. Like the closest person you can say is what, Brian Russell and Clyde Drexler.
Clyde was straight. Y'all be tripping on Clyde, but Clyde was straight.
That was a one-trick pony, though.
His haircut made him look way weaker than what he actually was.
Clyde was one-trick pony. He
didn't have a haircut. He just had to, you know what I'm saying?
But that's true to your point, that they didn't have to play the competition, LeBron. I will acknowledge that. However, it works both ways. That Mike also did not play with the same amount of talent on his team that LeBron has had when he's won.
But Mike still was on one of the most talented teams in the L.
So LeBron, every year he's won, has been on the best team in the league.
I disagree. Not every year he's won. They beat a 73 and 19.
Miami years for sure.
How can you years?
And them years, bro, Warriors was a better team. Like,
all right. You know, I'll take.
They wasn't.
Oh my God!
They wasn't.
Word. Did you see Golden State bench, bro? All vets. All good vets. So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me? Sean Livingston wasn't a great guard. You mean to tell me
very good?
Andre Iguodala wasn't a good guard. You mean to tell me
Finals MVP?
Maurice Spade.
Now we're going to
Finals.
I'll give you Livingston and Iguodala, bro. We started going to space.
Y'all had Brazilian blur Leandro Barbosa.
Come on, man.
Barbosa was solid.
He was done by the Golden State.
No. Don't you do that.
He was done.
He was solid for them.
He was into the road. Y'all about to tell me about
was smooth.
I ain't saying his numbers was cut, but he big threes, big vet steals and junk in playoff games. Barbosa was good to have.
Barbosa was solid. Sure. He was a great guard.
He was decent for them. Good backup. Played his role great. Good backup for sure.
So you mean to tell me you taking the Australian? Right. You taking the Australian over Barbosa?
Hold on. The Warriors had the Cavs had a better team.
Not with Durant, no. Not with Durant, no. But the teams LeBron has won on. The teams LeBron has won on.
So he had a better team than 73 and then the best team we've ever seen.
Now 2014-15. Well, he lost Reese, so it was over. Yeah. He couldn't be.
He had a better teams he won on.
He had a better team than the 73-9 Warriors.
Yes.
All right, you're just out of your mind on that one, bro.
Bro, it's just like, okay.
They might have had a better team that year.
No, they didn't. They were top heavy, bro.
They might have had a better team that year.
No, they did not, bro. We had Iman Shumpert.
So Shumpert wasn't a good player?
He better than Barbosa. He better than Barbosa
I'm just saying, like
we was dependent on Shump. They wasn't dependent on Barbosa. It's different.
Y'all wasn't dependent on Shump. Y'all was not dependent on Shump.
So you saying
he had to play bigger minutes. I'm saying Shump he ain't nobody you like. Yeah, we got Shump. Like he's not one of them.
Your big three was more talented than they big.
Shump can't even stick on a roster, cuz come on, man. He ain't that good.
But I think that got a lot to do with, and I hate to say this, you more hate what I'm gonna say too, but I just felt like when you play with Brian to a certain extent, bro, hear me out now. Hear me out. When you play with Brian to a certain extent, we just talking about the value of some of these guys. Like, all right, some of the young cats, they like the young cats like Kuzma's and Lonzo Balls and all of them. I'm not even talking about them because they were young. But some of the cats like Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, like after they left Brian, it was over. Like, and I don't think that was just a testimony to their game. I just think it was just like, bro, they was told to stand in the corner. Basically.
Bro, Iman Shumpert had multiple opportunities after Cleveland and never stuck with no team.
Whole point, though.
So he's not good enough. That's the problem. If he doesn't play well, they would keep him.
New York Shump was good. Nick Shump was good. And
didn't he hurt his knee all that in New York too?
I don't know if he hurt his knee, but I'm just saying. Like,
yeah, he definitely had to get surgery.
Yeah, I was about to say he had the knee.
I can't remember. I don't remember Shump's whole career. But I just know.
I'm just saying, man, the 73-9 Warriors was first of all, how can we say Cleveland had a better team than the best team we've ever seen in the history of basketball? They won 73 games, guys.
Time out, but that 73-9 team, you can't just say that they were more talented than the rest of the league.
I didn't say that, no.
Because you said they were the best team.
The best team ain't always the most collection of talent, though, bro.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Look,
very true.
Brian has been on the most talented teams every time he's won.
But yeah, that's all
I'm saying.
No, you said the best. All right.
Well, he's been on the most talented teams to the point about MJ.
I don't think that he
hasn't. MJ did not play the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. I will admit that. But MJ has also never played with Kyrie and Kevin Love, and he's also never played with Bosh and Wade at the same time.
So you just gonna say Scottie Pippen was and Ron Harper was bums, huh?
They not bums, but they not on
Man.
them levels. They not on the level of them guys. I'm sorry.
He got two guys on his team that's top 75.
Dennis Rodman, that's what we about to do, man.
Wait, why are you saying
and Mike three-peated before Dennis even got there. So what's the three before Dennis?
Scotty.
Horace Grant and Scotty.
Yeah, Horace was nice. You trying to hold Horace?
I'm not holding Horace. I'm saying Horace and Scotty is on a different planet than Kyrie and Kevin Love. And
how can you say that about Scotty?
Kevin Love was on the decline.
How can you say that? First of all, D-Wade averaged 13 his last year. Like let's
his
talk
last
about
year.
So
I said when he won, the years he won, D-Wade was good and Bosh was good and Caleb was bad a lot. Kyrie was absent a lot, but when he won, Kyrie and Caleb were there, and Kyrie and Caleb produced, and they are better players overall than Scotty and Horace Grant.
Three players though, Art.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Talking about the rest
maybe Kyrie and Kevin Love are better than Scotty and Horace, but Scotty and Horace compared to the rest of the league that they played in was Kyrie and Kevin Love caliber players, bro. They was up top right there.
That's true.
Horace Grant was never no Kevin Love caliber player, man.
He was an all-star in the L, Art. What do you mean?
I think Kyle Korver was an all-star. Roy Hibbert was an all-star. Horace Grant, Horace Grant not on Kevin Love's level. I just think we're
giving Kevin Love too much.
I was about to say, bro, Kevin Love scored a bunch of points and rebounded on a bad Minnesota Timberwolves team. What has he really done?
Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
not showing up when we needed him a bunch of times too. Like, I watched Kevin Love closely for him 4 seasons.
Respect, all right, come on.
I'm saying he's a way better player than Horace Grant is giving him too much respect.
I'm just saying.
No, but
I think
that's all I'm saying.
The point that Cuz was making though is that at the time of the caliber of talent that was in the NBA at the time, Horace Grant had a whole back and forth.
He was good. Horace Grant was good.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Chicago and Orlando, bro.
Right. And even knowing Horace Grant was good, he still is not on the level of them other guys. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look.
No, not if you
and
just
Bosh,
if you just gonna take Kevin Love and Horace Grant and set them up against each other.
Bro,
yes,
if that's your second and third best player, what is the rest of your team talent-wise look like? Y'all not about to keep going down the list and keep telling me that Steve Kerr was one of the premier guards in the NBA during that time. He wasn't. That team was Michael Jordan, man. So they didn't play against the talent, but they didn't have the same talent as now. Put Mike on the team nowadays with Kyrie and Chris Bosh. They'll get ignorant out here on kids today.
And put their ass up against Durant, Steph, and they'll take an L too. That's simple, right?
I think the discussion we having though is that the talent that was in the 90s and the talent that was in the 2015, 16, 17 years or whatever like that. That's what we talking about though. All right, like we compare.
All I'm saying is Kevin Love and Horace next to each other. Yeah, you gonna say Kevin Love?
Bro. Let's be real.
Horace was a cold player in his day. I'm not talking about Horace today. I'm talking about Horace back then.
Right?
Can we make one point?
The same type of shit.
Can we make one point? The most talented.
As having a big three, it is absolutely.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. The most talented team that Michael Jordan ever faced was the Orlando Magic, bro. Like, point blank, period. No other team that he ever played against was better than that team. And besides them, like, bro, he was playing against the New York Knicks.
You talking about that he beat?
Two guard was John Starks, bro.
You talking about teams that he beat?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
he couldn't beat nobody till he was old. You feel me? I'll even say this: how can you say that them teams was all Mike when Mike left and they literally won one less game and got one bad call away from the finals again without Michael Jordan?
But they didn't win.
A bad team, bro. Like,
but they
take Brian off, they lotteries every time Brian leaves.
But they did win.
Lottery.
But they did win.
They didn't win a championship. They literally went from 56 to 55 games, bro. Like, what?
He might have got you.
They had a talented team and
because they went to the second round
because they got a game away from where they were, and they won one less game than when they had Mike for the whole season, bro. One less game, Art.
Come on.
Not lottery.
Come on.
One less game.
So Brian didn't play on the most talented teams when he won.
No, not in the Warrior year. No,
not in the Warrior years, bro.
Not the
because
Warrior,
of a record.
No.
But even if you are counting, you only count 1 year, so it's not like you really counting anything. Like you really just counting the Miami years, to be honest.
Right.
Them the only years you count, all right? Let's just be real. Come on, man. It's okay to lose an argument.
2019, he wasn't on the best team when they won in the bubble. Him and AD weren't the most talented team that year.
Probably not on paper.
Who was more talented than them?
I would have to go back and look, but didn't Kawhi and Paul George lose that year?
Mm-hmm.
I think
you're saying they were more
Clippers
talented. They more talented than the Lakers, though.
On paper,
who
probably.
Did the Lakers have?
Literally,
who did the Lakers
Clippers
have,
was nice. Clippers
who did the Lakers
nice.
have though? Who did the Lakers have? let's just be.
KCP was our number 3, so just remember that in the finals. Like
no,
Clippers,
Kuzma was supposed to be. He was our 3 all year. Number 3 all.
Was he?
He was supposed.
He was back and forth, back and forth out the line. And we had no, not Schroeder that year, but Caruso and
bro, you had
Brian AD.
Avery Bradley didn't come back. You had Quinn Cook. You had Caruso. You had Danny Green. Yeah, bro, you had
Brian and AD.
Yeah, bro, you really had Brian and AD, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Just Brian and AD.
Who was more talented than them?
I mean, it's a lot of people you can.
It's easier to say that in hindsight. In that season, it wasn't like they was just picking the Lakers to win.
Think about it like this, though. It's hard for us to choose right now because we looking at these same guys right now. Like if we was to look at
look at it from the 2019.
If we look at it like Milwaukee's a better team.
From 2019.
Are they not?
Was Drew Holiday on that team yet?
No, Bledsoe was.
Now you trying to set me up.
Mix, that was nice.
I see what you did there.
I'm just saying.
That's funny though.
I'm just saying, we just gotta look at the whole landscape of everything, bro. Look. Being hard on him, Mark, man. Just relax.
Being hard on who?
You know you being hard on Brian right now.
Never. I just keep it. I keep it funk, man.
That was 2018.
I like the argument though. It's a great argument. I think it's a great argument.
They do this all the time when y'all start telling me about the Bulls in the 90s.
It's a great argument, but I just feel like, man, I'm sorry, bro. I don't care how tough they wanted to play and how tough they played or whatever, who was fouling who. Bro, John Starks was starting 2 guard, bro. Like, sorry, bro.
But, like, if you go over the last 10 years and dig up some of these rosters that have made the playoffs in the Eastern Conference and LeBron is, and you look at the starting lineups and you'll see niggas like Thabo Sefolosha out there starting and dudes like, I mean, it's bad when we really look through the lineup and be like, oh, wow, Andre Roberson was starting in the Western Conference Finals. When you really look back at it, at the John Starks thing, like, man, John Starks would put Andre Roberson in a torture chamber right now. I mean, if they both got to play each other.
Bro, but like,
yeah, but Starks was
that whole starting 5 of OKC, though, bro.
Yeah, Starks.
Yeah, obviously, because they had Durant. Yeah, Durant is
Roberson was
generation.
He was a piece, like
that's what I'm saying. Roberson.
I mean, Starks was the he was one of their main.
He was like one of the second scorers. Bro.
Yeah, he was a feature guard. They had a big, and he was the feature guard. Roberson, like Harden, was coming in. They always brought a scorer off of him. He was just a cog in a puzzle, bro.
Facts.
I'm saying
Eric Maynard was damn near better than John Starks, bro.
A couple years ago, and I know Jordan gonna give me crap about this because I admitted I hated on this, but Eastern Conference Finals main punches were Jeff Teague and Al Horford in conference finals.
When? What years you talking about?
When the Atlanta Hawks were good, all them years with
Miami?
Horford.
No.
Atlanta, when they had Horford and Millsap and Joe Johnson. Yeah, when Brown was in Miami, I guess. Or Cleveland, too.
I mean, Atlanta still was a good team. You look at that starting five, that's a good team. Joe was
it's a good team.
They took Boston to 7, bro.
And the Knicks were a good team, but when you start naming off their players, you'd be like, damn, they won 2 punch was Teague and Al Horford. You'd be like, damn, that kind of put some things in perspective. Or Joe Johnson. That's what I'm saying. So when you start saying stuff like, oh, he was an all-star, so was Roy Hibbert, so was Kyle Korver, so was Rasheed Watt.
Yeah, but you name an outlier ass all-stars.
I can keep going. I'm
just saying
with that.
Are you saying
Horace Grant was an outlier all-star?
No, hold on. I'm trying to.
He got more all-stars than Kyle Korver.
Cause I gotta ask.
What he got 2?
All right.
What's up?
Horford was garbage?
No, I'm not saying Horford was garbage. I'm saying when you start throwing around like, oh, this guy was good or this one too, because you talking about Starks, you were highlighting Starks was a feature guy, but he wasn't like that. Well, feature guys for the Atlanta Hawks was Al Horford and Kyle Korver, and they are also not like that, like how y'all mentioned John Starks.
John Starks was a number 2 option.
Bro, who was the Hawks number 2 option? Who was the Hawks number 2 option? When they was going to East
Joe and Millsap, probably.
Millsap, right? Or you said
that was a bucket though at that time.
I'm just trying to think.
Starks was a bucket for the Knicks. Then that's all I'm saying. That we looking at Starks and Millsap the same way, and one played in LeBron time and one. Look at the people Kobe played during his time. The early 2000s.
You're not about to take Millsap and put him as the top guy Brown was competing with. Like,
bro, the Hawks, Raptors, and Pacers. That was Brown's, like, I guess you could say, main competition in the East for what, 5 to 7 years.
So you ain't gonna say nothing about the Pistons, the Celtics that we had to get through.
No. I'm talking about when the Cavs. Because we're talking about like Durant and Warriors and all that stuff. I'm not talking about what was that? 07 and 08. I'm talking about later on in the East.
Still Celtics. That's still Celtics era.
Like 15.
I'm talking about late Cavs.
I'm talking about 14, 50 years. The Celtics when they had.
You talking about Toronto then, bro? You saying like Toronto?
I said Toronto, the Pacers, and the Hawks. Them was the 3 main teams.
Yeah, he was sweeping.
That's who Brown was seeing every year in the semis and conference finals.
The East was weak.
Them. All right.
The East wasn't weak. It would just had to go through Brown.
They was weak.
The East weak, but now as soon as Brown leave, who won the East?
I mean, they all. Hey, you got it. I mean, I will say that they all left. I mean,
it's a weaker. It was weaker than the West historically, while LeBron was in the East.
Yeah, niggas around the West, they know that East go through Mr. James. That's what it is. As soon as everybody's saying the West is a little weaker.
It's changed for sure because guys are injured and players have changed teams and stuff. But, you know, back in the day, Memphis was winning 50 games as an 8 seed out West. And in the East, the 4 seed was a 500 team. It was just a different scale back then.
It was terrible, bro, man. During them years.
It was going through. So 5 through 8 was better. I'll give you that. So it was going through. When it came down to the winning it, though.
Brian and them was better than the Pacers and the Hawks.
But the point that you still making though is not valid because at the end of the day, they wasn't the best team in the NBA. They was the best team in the East outright. But
when he was on Miami, they definitely was the best team in the NBA.
Sure.
When he was on Miami though, he was having to get through the Celtics though.
And when he was on the Cavs, they were at worst number 2 talent on paper, arguably number 1. When they were healthy, granted, because when Kyrie and Caleb
because they top heavy, don't like, bro. A team is more than just the names on the top 3 names, bro.
But that's how the NBA is nowadays. Brooklyn, when they were healthy with Harden and Durant and Kyrie, they was championship contenders. The rest of their team was sorry. We knew that.
They played like 16 games. We still cannot say they was championship contenders. They literally played like 15 games.
I mean, the Bucks who won the ship, they went to game 7 with them.
You got 3 top 7.
It was right there. They probably would have beat the Hawks and been in the NBA Finals at worst. Whether you say to beat the Suns is another question, but it was right there. And to your point about the Lakers in 19, they only had LeBron and AD, but y'all said the rest of their roster was light. So that is all you need is a big 3 9 days.
It ain't even 3.
This argument can go all night.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving that goalpost because I won.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? This argument can go all night. We gonna move on, fellas. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk a little bit of March Madness, and we gonna wrap this show up. March Madness starts back up on Thursday, Sweet 16. So we wanted to put our Final Four touches together, but we wanted to add a little something to the funk. Me and Cuz, we did something back in the day in our early episodes. We brought out the good old competition of some push-ups, man.
A little push-up comp.
Good push-up action. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do is we gonna choose our Final Fours, and whoever has the most teams in those Final Four picks by next week will have the push-ups. Will not have the push-ups. Well,
what's the push-ups?
Let's do that 100. We need that 100. We need that good 100. So at least 2 guys got a good 100.
He coming heavy.
We gonna record that.
Let me switch my picks up real quick.
I know I'm coming low. I'm live and awesome.
Who are all the favorites?
I went with what I know, dog. I just
all right, what you got? You shoot first. You on record
first. Hold on,
I'm writing yours down too.
So I can just be accurate. You gonna write it down, cuz? All right, bet. All right, so coming out the West region, I'm gonna go with Duke, man. I just think Duke gonna barely get through Texas Tech. I think Gonzaga gonna get that win against Arkansas because I think they bigger, and I think Duke gonna get Gonzaga again because I just think talent-wise, I think they can get them. You know what I'm saying? I think.
So we got Duke out the West, okay?
I think Duke out the West, and then out the East, I'm gonna go with Hold on, let me make sure I was right. Out the East, I'm gonna go with Purdue. Like I said, Purdue is also big, and I think they got a complete team. You know what I mean? From the 1 to the 5. I think North Carolina to get that win against UCLA because I think they striving off momentum right now, playing the best basketball they played all season. But I think Purdue would be too much for North Carolina, so I'm gonna take them out the East. Coming out the South region, I'm gonna go with coming out of there. I'm gonna go with our Wolverines, man. I think they playing the best basketball, that they inspired basketball right now. Got a lot of the former Fab Five guys coming back in there into the mix, and I think they just playing really good basketball at the right time. I see Houston getting the upset against the number 1 seed Arizona, because I just like they scrappy play. Calvin Sampson always got them boys ready to play. I think Michigan against their toughest competition, they're gonna squeeze by Villanova, and they're gonna take that South region. In the Midwest region, I'm gonna go with the Jayhawks. I think they're gonna take out Providence, and I think this Iowa State Miami game, I think Miami gonna continue that momentum, but I think it's gonna be a tough task for them to get past Kansas.
Kansas, Michigan, Purdue, and Duke.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was about to say, you want me to go next, sir?
It's up to you. You got it.
I go next. I'm coming Gonzaga out the West. I think, it's going to be Gonzaga versus Texas Tech. I think Duke going to go down right here. I'm coming, shocker, St. Peter's University, baby. Let's get it. With my guys, they going to beat Purdue. Then they going to come out, shock the world again, beat UCLA into the Final Four.
Hey, the reason, hold on. Can I make one gripe with you about it? I like the St. Peter's team. I like them a lot because they guard play is good. I think they got a solid team, but Purdue guards is just as good.
You guard Ivy a little bit better, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, yeah, they might be for sure.
Yeah,
They
no, I
probably
get
are
you.
better, but I'm just saying, like, I think what's the name made a good point when I was watching the plays. Kenny Smith made a good point. He was just talking about like one thing that mid majors can equal with the power fives is guard play.
Mm-hmm.
And St. Peter's got really good guard play, but I just think Purdue got really, really good guard play too. And when you add that with height, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough task, but I like the pick though.
We rolling upset city. I'm coming Michigan out the South. Even though my heart say my head say Zona, but my heart say you Mitch, so I'm going to go blue. You Mitch. And then I got Miami coming out of the Midwest, So my four
all the way through, ain't you?
My four is Zag, St. Peter's, U of M, and Miami.
You taking St. Pete's to the whole four, huh?
Let's get it. I gotta throw
that boy got a smooth honey coming.
I gotta throw a bold one out there.
I'm about to Price is Right you real quick, J Red. Copy with a slight change to it.
Got to.
I think Gonzaga's also coming out the West. They had two close calls with Georgia State and Memphis. So I think the week off, they're going to get their heads right. They're going to know they can't keep starting from down in the hole. Timmy is killing right now. And I think they'll get remotivated, refocused. I think if they play Duke in the finals, which I think they will, or the regional finals, I think they'll blow Duke out, to be honest with you.
They beat them earlier, right?
I do.
And hold on. And Duke can also match that inside play.
I like Pablo and I like Griffin and Williams. They big.
Duke ain't playing good ball right now.
No, they're not. But look, man, the way Banchero picked it up in that second half, he turned it up another level, dog.
All I'm saying is that ain't gonna be Hauser out there next time.
That's a fact. But it's Drew Timmy and Chet Holmgren. Okay.
All right.
I was about to say okay.
Out the East, I like UCLA. North Carolina. I'm actually that's probably the game I'm looking forward to most. But
which one you say?
North Carolina and UCLA.
That's gonna be a good game.
I like UCLA. They got the experience. They went super far last year. Everybody's back. They know what's at stake. When they got down early to St. Mary's, you just saw a team that was not worried at all. And they just still won comfortably by almost 20. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong about this, but I think Purdue is going to destroy St. Peter's because
they're going to destroy them.
After a while, like that size thing is eventually going to catch up to you. And that's the wrong team to do a size matchup
with. Team.
They got like Travion Williams is not their biggest person on their team. And he's 6'9", 270 or whatever he is.
It's too much.
Skilled too.
But St. Peter's, right. They used to these bigger teams, but this might be a little different. But like I said, I hope I'm wrong.
Art, they not even like
playing their
eyes. No, I'm talking about like St. Peter's. Even in their eyes, they don't even look like they surprised.
Oh no, they confident.
Killing me.
You heard the coach. He said we play big teams all the time, so we ain't scared of nothing, bro.
Yeah, he say I don't. We got a bunch of New York and New Jersey. Like, we don't get out tough. We do the out tough, and that's how we play. So we ain't worried about that.
Yeah, you got them boys playing right.
I like him. Love this. Love the St. Peter's coach, man.
Out the South, I'm actually going to go with Villanova.
Almost went there.
I really like what Juwan's doing, and I'm happy for him. I actually went back. I think all four of these teams could come out. I know that's kind of a coward pick, but Nova got the experience. Jay Wright been there, and he know how to win when it's winning time. And I like the guard too, Gillespie. He's there for winning time. Midwest,
they shoot the ball well too.
Yeah. I'm also still.
I went back and forth with that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
To Villanova, I did.
Midwest, I'm also still in your pick, J Red. I'm also going with Miami. Little prisoner of the
Y'all
moment.
really riding this train right now.
Yeah.
I watched Kansas. We watched Kansas against Creighton. They're going to run into a team that is going to be able to guard. I don't think it's Providence because Providence got to the Sweet 16 playing Dakota State and Richmond, and they in the Sweet 16. So they Cinderella.
Because we ain't really got to see what they really could do. Like I ain't really watched that much Big East this year. You know what I'm saying? So
If Miami gets by Iowa State, which won't be easy, I think they can beat Kansas and Larinaga as he did with George Mason. What was that in 2006? I think.
He a legend.
He had them.
Man,
that was him.
Legend,
that's how he got to Miami because he been in Miami low key for a minute.
I thought he went somewhere else before Miami though.
He could have, but I know he was at George. I'm pretty sure he was at George Mason.
Oregon? When he at Oregon?
I gotta look it up.
Now you got me wondering, bro. But no, I mean I like your picks. I think y'all both gonna be doing push-ups, but
no, he went from George Mason to Miami. He been in Miami since 2011.
Dang, I did not know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm surprised he stuck around there for as long as he did after because he like went back to George Mason after they won the Final Four. I think,
bro. Like, where you trying to go?
No, that's facts.
It's a lot of great coaches that have not won one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to win one, man.
Bro, what's that? What you got to win? 6 games?
Yep, 6 to be champs.
That's hard because that means you got to be playing good, or at least better than your opponent 6 times, bro. And it's like you're gonna have a bad game in there. You're gonna have to have a. Y'all saw Baylor against North Carolina. If they had 10 more minutes, if Baylor had
1 more minute,
if Baylor had a little more time, North Carolina was gonna be in some trouble.
Bro, North Carolina should have lost that game. Bro.
They couldn't get the ball over half court.
Bro, they could not even dribble that thing.
That was crazy.
But Baylor kept getting steals and shooting threes. They didn't know what to do with it.
Well, Baylor made me mad because I feel like the coach could have coached a better game as far as like
he could have
managing some of them.
Like, bro, can y'all just go to the cup after y'all keep getting steals? They didn't know what to do with the ball.
No, I think they was though. Like,
no, they was chucking triples. Like if they'd have went got lays on a couple of them
toward the end, but
they still tied it up and went to overtime.
Right.
So many free throws. I'm like, bro.
So many free throws. So
pissing me off the whole. I'm like, bro.
You talking about for North Carolina?
Baycott.
No. What was I telling? We was watching the game. I'm like, bro, foul number 5. No,
he was also destroying them in the paint though. Like,
yeah.
He gonna be all right. I think he gonna be.
That UCLA game because I want to see him against all the what they got. So
UCLA got some pieces, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Tiger 7th year.
Yeah. I forgot he is a little old. No, that's that's what's up, man. Y'all make sure y'all stretch and everything. And
I about to say, yeah, so y'all go ahead and make sure y'all warmed up for next week's show.
Your picks is wild, dog.
Let's get it.
St. Peter's done. You know that glass slipper about to run out eventually, man.
They can't.
Hey, bro, you feel me? They thought that the first round we knocked off Kentucky.
Kentucky took them lightly. Murray State, they could beat a Murray State. I ain't trying to hold Murray State. Shout out Ja. But you can you got talent to beat a Murray State.
But
Purdue,
you ain't think that.
Purdue ready now.
Kentucky, them guards, they wasn't. I don't think they was.
Painter not letting them. He got them on high alert. They not having no fun.
Painter
no
not
TV.
Going for that, bro.
He said they not having no fun.
No TV, nothing. We not losing to St. Peter.
They gonna bring out what was the old coach name, bro? They had the thing. Old Purdue old coach. Come on, legendary coach, bro. They had the toupee. Come on, nah.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I'm drawing a blank.
Man, y'all got me thinking, dog. They gonna bring them back out, man. They got because I don't even think Purdue ever won one, bro.
Duke not that good, bro. State
really
should have. State is cheeks, and they should have beat her.
Duke really not that good.
But I can't. But look. I think compared to a lot of these teams, bro, like
they don't check, bro. Gonzaga gonna exploit that.
They offense is so.
Gene Katie, dog.
Gene Katie,
yeah. I don't think Duke just cheats though.
I mean, they still do.
They play young. They play like a team that's young.
We gotta give Izzo his credit though. He gonna always have his teams prepared for the tournament, bro.
And he do better with doo-doo teams. He do better with no talent.
I didn't think he was gonna get blew out. Like, come on now. Like, this Izzo. Like, Izzo
he should have got blew out.
I mean, he can't never win.
When Roy Williams get to seeing Izzo, he makes sure it's a blowout. March or December, it don't matter.
Give me, as a state fan, give me Duke 10 times out of 10 over.
I think that talent though, like we beat a Zion and a RJ Barrett before, like, you know.
And that shouldn't have. Yeah, shout out to Izzo, and that's because of Izzo.
Shout out to Cash, you feel me?
But now,
really shout out to Cash.
But I'm just saying that's an indictment on how Coach K can go lose a game with a bunch of cold niggas because they just out there playing. Bro, Pablo be out there doing jump passes out of bounds to nobody over and over again.
You could tell, bro.
He still
watching Coach K now, bro. You could tell he
don't care. He like, fuck it.
I'm just not saying he don't care. He just look old. Like, not even just like his facial. I'm just talking about like the way he even looked coaching. He looked old. Like,
it's funny because Coach K is for sure checked out. Even though he don't want to be checked out, he ain't supposed to be checked out. He ain't gonna never say he checked out.
Right.
It's like them days you got to get up and go to the gym. You like this is what I got.
I just think they gonna make it to that point, bro, because they lost his last home game to North Carolina, bro. It's not meant for him to go out like that, bro, and not make it to the Final Four at least.
Oh no, he gonna get the whistles for sure. To beat Duke, you gonna have to beat Duke and the whistles. I give you that.
You know how many short stories they done already made? The production team on the history of Duke. Boy, they about to have so many. Boy.
Oh yeah, if Duke is in the Final Four, that sells like crazy.
You about to see all of them come back. You about to see Zion, Elton Brand. You about to see all of them come out. Jay Will. All of them coming out.
Let's go Texas Tech.
Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, dog. So yeah, man, that's an episode. Good job, fellas. Good job. Keep
you feel me?
Yes,
hey, make sure y'all tune in next week to see Nix and Art doing their push-ups. You know what I'm saying? While I gloat.
If anybody was to come in here and evaluate, they're gonna be like, yeah, them other two guys, man, they
No, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't know if I can do push-ups on camera right now. We just gonna have to do buddy honor system, dog.
Don't no phase, bro. Don't duck no phase.
You might have to get 20. Y'all might have.
We made Cuz do when he was completely out of shape. We talking about boy.
Definitely on the heavier side for sure.
Y'all might have to get like 20 an episode from me or something like that.
Oh, no.
You gotta knock them out.
Break them out in 20. Break them up in 20.
I was about to say, I did like 50, 30, 15.
That's the best way to do it.
5.
Do 50 clean. Do 50 clean and then break them down the whole way.
Yeah, I might have did like 50, 25, 25 or something. 50,
them is the worst though. 15, when you try and get a big chunk out the first and blow your arms out.
I did.
Then the struggle push-ups after that. No, them struggles.
Bro,
I can't do the struggles.
I did.
I'm not a good struggles.
I did the 50.
We need this on camera, though. We need this on camera.
Yeah, it got to be recorded.
You gotta have this on camera. I'm sorry.
I did the 50, blew my arms out, gained enough, did the 25. I was at 75. I had nothing left. I had to do like a set of 10 and then a set of 10 and then a set of 5. I had nothing left after 75.
He broke that boy down so smooth. I remember that, dog.
Yep.
I'm gonna be mad I didn't pick Arizona.
I just was looking down. I swear to God, I was looking down.
That was the hardest.
Yeah, the South, because all them teams would come out low key.
That was the hardest region for me, dog. I ain't know what I wanted to go with. I really feel like Villanova gonna beat all of them, though. But I still went with Michigan though, because I had
with my heart. Yeah, I went with my heart.
I had to ride with my guys, man. I can't do.
Come on, Mitch. St. Peter's. Let's get it.
Let's go, man. All right, man. We're gonna holler at y'all on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Jusballout.